Heads up.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
I wanted to make sure things were okay between you and me.
Well, do not put too fine a point on it. You're the best damn partner I've ever had. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good.
Your thoughts?
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
That's all for now.
Well, all right.
guys out. Wait, that's not one of mine.
Jesus, ease up, Alan. Got visitors.
Mainlanders ain't nothing but trouble.
Put the damn gun down. Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around
You
here.
don't need the likes of you. We don't need no freeloaders or more help, Mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. Time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
I need information about a synth refuge on this island.
Ah, another Commonwealth traveler looking for Acadia, then.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, take a post at the top of the wall near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Be careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off. If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
Man the hull! Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill!
The hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone!
The gate! Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
Mariner? There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Gulpers!
Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Ready-o! Fire at will!
What the?
I ain't going down alone. Last mistake you'll ever make.
Fight time!
Watch yourself. Give him some cover fire.
Huh. Gone now.
Oh, someone should make use of it.
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming. Old Longfellow knows
Avery.
what he's about.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
What's the fog?
Where to begin? The fog's radioactive, right? But there are pockets of it, the deep fog, that are hard fallout. And as deadly as that is, that's only part of the problem. Things live in the fog, thrive. You think what attacked the harbor's bad? Oh, there's far worse further inland.
You've lost the whole island?
Oh, the fog's been here forever. There are good years when it recedes and the island's almost normal. Then there are times when it spreads all over. People have to cling to any patch of land free of the fog. For the past, 8 years or so, it's been getting as bad as it's ever been. Now, Far Harbor's one of the only places left that's safe.
If you managed to survive despite all that, it must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're headed for Acadia, right? Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But,
What can you tell me about it?
ask Longfellow. He's the only one.
What's old Longfellow's story?
He's the best hunter on the island. If someone needs to get to Acadia, he's the only... People around here are known for being stubborn, willful, and other, less flattering. But Longfellow's got a reputation even among us.
Uh-huh. Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner. Shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
Why doesn't anyone help you?
Each harborman is the captain of his own ship. Worked fine for generations on the homesteads. Your land, your rules. But when the island pushed them onto my dock, one by one, the ungrateful bastards expect me to look after my land, even though they're squatting on it, like wretches.
A pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I hope the island doesn't kill you quick. Or slow, for that matter. I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need... And they won't be easy to come by.
Uh-huh. You've kept the walls together this long. Why do you need special tools now?
I want to build the hull up, proper, and keep those blasted crap.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagles Cove Tannery. Tools are...
Sure don't make them like they used to.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
Bait shop's got everything you need.
Mariner says the fog's alive. Can hear you.
Alan.
So mind what you say.
The mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
I'm not here to pick a fight.
You just don't understand. What happens next time when you ain't here, huh? Or the next? Either us harbormen survive on our own terms, or we take the long walk together. So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here. Before the...
I'll take a look.
You got it.
Hello.
You been to the tannery? You find my tools yet?
What are you looking at? You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears every... I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever...
What family are you talking about?
I was just about to explain. My family, the Daltons, was the... It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. The island's been getting revenge ever since. But now our story takes an unexpected turn. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to...
Wait. Are you saying that I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family?
You're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you. Because you're part... Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. Beatty was my cousin. He was a good lad. He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Anyway, he made it back to town, but of course, those ferals are still out there.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good.
Brooks is a mainlander, too. And a synth, whatever that is.
Don't talk to Bertha. She's crazy.
Trying to have a conversation here.
Shut your mouth.
You want a bite?
Open your
Need to make sure I can
damn
take your order.
ears. So the Fogs are coming for us all, and I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house.
Yeah!
Time to party.
Here's some Mitch.
Mitch! Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this. Top shelf all around. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
I'd like to rent a room.
It's up the stairs. Fortify your gut against the fog. With whiskey. Ha ha! Drown your worries in cheap booze. Booze for the belly or bunk for the night?
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most of us wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog condenser?
The condensers? They're a tricky bit of science. They keep the fog away. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and running. Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them. But there you have it.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
Yeah. I've done a whole lot more for a whole lot less.
Clever with words, are you? I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad-X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or three. Worse than Myra lurks out there.
I need to take care of a few things.
Handle your necessities, then.
Uh-huh.
If you need a room, see Mitch.
I, for one, won't go down unless I'm roaring.
I'm scraping by.
A lot of people only got the clothes on their back here.
You still here for some reason?
Bertha.
I don't have time for mainlanders.
Well, hello.
Get lost. I don't need your chair.
Well, hello.
Need general supplies? Visit the bait shop. It's time to settle accounts. You hear me, Island? My friend here's trying to even things out. Mariner says the island's alive. And it's got it in for us.
That's a nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now.
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
Food. Stim
In the deep
packs.
fog,
Fully stocked.
there are things out there.
Ah, your damn cat knocked something over.
Excuse me.
Again.
You ready to head to Acadia?
I swear.
Well,
her
let's
tale's
go,
a menace.
Longfellow.
Does she even know
Follow
what's
me,
going on?
then.
Leading hive?
You want me to work in this flea-ridden bar of yours? You'll watch your tone.
Fine.
Oh, I think Ting likes you. Here, kitty.
Nice.
If you don't like the service, there's the door.
Burns the belly, but
Let's head out of town. Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for the road.
The Lees sell
Tastes
guns.
foul
Over by the
sin,
tourist shop.
but it'll help. We need to move through the main drag. Old Mountain Trail is what we're with. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway's all you need. Tracks. Fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Had your chance.
You're not half bad in a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper far harborman out of you. See, the fog can do a number for you. Get you all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now... We ain't alone here. You're dead! Here's the mountain trail.
Just when I thought we were getting along.
Hi.
Don't stray too far. Young lad, no higher than your knee. The whole island was covered in fog. Fog eventually rolled back. Police said, comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memory. All this has happened before. Someone or something else here. deep fog has all manner of nasty. Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of the whale. Good thing we don't see too many.
Mind your step, friend. A nest of snakes lies ahead. Beasts who subvert the will of Adam, Acadia. But it's not too late, brother.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Watch yourself, outsider. You walk through Adam's kingdom now. Hold there! Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic.
Your barbs do not harm me.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against...
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes.
All right, I'm listening.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. And you may join our family.
Mm-hmm. Suppose I got nothing better to do.
Adam usually prefers those with a bit more fervor. But nonetheless...
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Well, in that case, I want a Nuka-Cola, some stim packs, Kasumi Nakano returned to her family, and, a pony.
I see. I'm afraid some of those things I'm not in a position to give. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room" of their argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you...
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiate. But I can promise you that we will accept it.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below.
You should know, the Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's over? No more courser hunts? No more slavery? But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude. Is there anything else you need?
I'm part of a group that helps synths. The Railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to... Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find... I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture.
I hadn't thought about it like...
So am I. Your heart is in the right... Was there anything else?
So, everyone...
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the incident.
I should get...
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed.
It's having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense.
You tracked Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain.
Uh-huh. How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means.
I'd like to help you all.
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about... You've had some experience traveling around the island.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have. There's been no sign of him, and
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started. Of course, he's not. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That's as much help as I can give you for now.
Don't have the key. Only opens with a key.
I would do it.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
So, you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this, all his time and energy devoted to helping others. Sometimes I worry about, well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment, and that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Dima looks like...
Well, that's certainly an understatement. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much.
If there's anything I can do to help out...
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. There's a boat along the coast of the island. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here.
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see them.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
As long as you're carrying it. You say the word, I'll take a crack at that terminal for you.
Nice. the key.
Yes?
If it weren't for Acadia, I'd be dead. No question about it. Maybe someday more places in the world will accept us for who we are.
Did you need something?
Excuse me.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary... Right. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as... That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our...
Is there anything I can say?
Just don't cause any problems.
New guy, right?
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head.
What's wrong?
Or you try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
What do you mean, mind wipe?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're a synth on the run. You go to someone, you get a new face, and they wipe your mind so the Institute can't find you. Only somebody screwed mine up.
So here I am. Now just...
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Do you have any proof?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there?
It's a long story. Wait, you find things, track down answers. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay, where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Eavesdropping on the next meeting sounds like our best bet. I already found the key to that room.
You did? Great. Come back as soon as you...
From one case to a new one.
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Cog? He's always moving supplies around for taste.
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's also secure.
We need to accomplish this without bloodshed. Far Harbor and the Children of Atom have a right to exist on this island, the same as us.
They're going to kill each other, Dima. There's no stopping it. We need to pick a side now.
Haven't we already picked a side? Building the fog condensers around Far Harbor wasn't exactly a neutral act.
We couldn't stand by and let the people of this island die to the fog.
Just like you couldn't just leave the Cult of Atom without a home? Giving them the submarine base was a mistake. The nucleus, as they're calling it, is basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had cast them out. They have strange beliefs, but they have always accepted us for what we are. And Confessor Martin was a friend.
Well, the new Confessor isn't. High Confessor Tectus is an unstable megalomaniac, and he's gonna keep threatening us as long as we're helping Far Harbor.
Guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We keep dancing around it.
My old memory banks in the submarine base.
I can't believe you never told me about those. I have to wait until they become a security risk.
I know how it looks in hindsight, but at the time, it was an act of trust. I was honestly more worried they'd accidentally trip the pre-war security and get hurt, giving the children my old home, allowing them to safeguard my old memories. I thought our people would be working together.
Just how secure are the banks? How long do we have? And what's in them?
I've gone over this before, Chase. I don't know what's in them. That's how it works. It's as close to forgetting something as I have. But I've run some projections of worst-case scenarios. If we do nothing and the wrong knowledge falls in the wrong hands...
So send me over there. I'll be in and out in a day.
We can't risk it. They know you're from Acadia. If you're caught, or even seen, then it's war.
We should at least prepare her to go in. We're running out of options. I say we tell her how to crack into the memory banks.
You've been working on this without me?
It came up in a private moment, Chase. But yes, we've been writing a program that will let you access and download my memories. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'm finishing up some tweaks to the program right now. I'll leave a copy of it for you on my desk when I'm done.
Get the program, use it to break into the memory banks. Got it.
Hopefully you won't have to. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I only want you going in if we have no other choice.
Dima's got his fingers everywhere on this island. And whatever's in his memories isn't something we can wait for someone else to find. You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
Heads up.
Go ahead. What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
Honestly, I don't know what to think, Nick.
Yeah. Guess that makes two of us. I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure or